pornography and masturbation. Our outline for today is to define pornography and masturbation. Secondly, to see if there is anything wrong with pornography and masturbation, and thrilledly, to see the side effects of pornography and masturbation. So, if I may ask, what is pornography and masturbation? Pornography is the act of viewing sexually explicit images and videos for sexual pleasure. Masturbation is when an individual stimulates their genitals for sexual pleasure, which may or may not lead to orgasm. That is a perfect definition. Let me give you some facts about pornography and masturbation. Initial exposure to porn most times begins in childhood and progresses. It usually starts with "let me just check it out" syndrome. It then progresses to the "it's nothing, I can handle it" stage. Then your sex-stimulating hormones begin to get released into your bloodstream and your guards go down. You find yourself glued to the sexually explicit scene or image, and before you know it, you're masturbating. Pornography usually gives birth to masturbation, or illicit sex is fornication or adultery. In James chapter 1 verse 14 to 15. But every man is tempted, when he is drawn away of his own lust, and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Masturbation is very addictive. It is better never to start at all, because no matter the thrill, you'd eventually wish you didn't. It interferes with your daily routine, even your overall perception of life and fulfillment too. Wow. True talk, sir. Now let me give you a statistics on pornography in our contemporary world. Pornography use increases marriage infidelity rate by more than 300%. 33% of women aged 25 and under search for porn at least once per month. 76% of 18 to 24-year-old Christians actively seek out porn. Barnes Group Survey, 2016. 71% of teens hide online behavior from their parents. True Research, 2012. There are around 42 million porn websites, which totals around 370 million pages of porn. If I may ask, is this not partantic? Highly partantic, sir. Now what are the psychological health effects? It triggers low self-esteem and leads to lack of communication. It introduces addiction, lust and lots more. Spiritual implication of pornography and masturbation includes, all forms of immoral practices open you up to spiritual attacks and demonic oppressions. Such as incubus. What is incubus? An incubus is a demon in male form who, according to mythological and legendary traditions, lies upon sleeping women in order to engage in sexual activity with them. It is a lusty male demon that satisfies its sexual urges by attacking women while they sleep. And succubus, which is demon found in female form which seduce men usually through sexual activity. Second spiritual implication is that it is impossible to pray and truly worship if you view pornography and masturbate. One must go for the other. God is totally against pornography and masturbation. These are some Bible references. 2 Timothy 2 verse 22. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace, with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Matthew 5 verse 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. Romans 6 verse 13. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto God, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto God. 1 Corinthians 3 verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Sir, how can one stop pornography and masturbation? I'm sorry. You can't. You cannot stop all by yourself. But God can totally work in you to stop it completely. The solution is to submit totally to God and admit that you are tired of it and don't want to do it anymore. Philippians 2 verse 13. For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Expose the act, talk to your pastor, mentor or trusted friend about your weakness. Ephesians 5:11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Do away with everything or anything that draws you to do the act. And be a consistent man or woman of prayer. In conclusion, if you have been blessed, contact Unique Kingdom Lifestyle for comment, request or contribution on +234 70682133045. We are committed to impacting lives for destiny fulfillment.